All right, guys, today I'm going to show you my #1 strategy for sustaining a healthy plant-based lifestyle. More specifically, I'm going to be showing you how to batch prep salads. These are a staple in any healthy diet, regardless of what your preference is, meat, no meat. Having a large salad every day is going to not only help you maintain your weight, but it is a great way to get in all those essential micronutrients. For anybody who's new here, I'm Carly. I'm a plant-based nutritionist, and I enjoy providing people with the tools and necessary information they need to sustain healthy lifestyle changes, first and foremost being their nutrition. So I'm going to start with the major items you're going to need in order to execute a salad batching of any kind. And then I'm going to go over the specific ingredients I'm using today. So first you're going to need a strainer to clean your veggies, a sharp knife, a knife sharpener. I like to use this Vidalia Chop Wizard sometimes. It's helpful, especially for getting your onions super small without crying in the process. And then I have this 40-cup Tupperware container, 9.4 liters, that I consistently use for my salads. And then just a towel to dry your big leafies. So here is what I'm going to put in my salad today. I always grab a spring mix because it has such an array of veggies, baby lettuces and baby greens. But these you have to be very particular about because they tend to go bad faster when there's a lot of moisture. So you want to get one that not only has a date showing that February 5th, so today is the 26th. Yeah, so you need at least a week's worth of time to eat this. So make sure that date is within that time frame, and then make sure there's very little moisture within the box itself. And you want to get these ingredients either the day before or the day of. Now, red cabbage is a little different because this can sit in your fridge for quite a while without going bad. So I have some from last week actually, and then a new one in case I need more. And then I have a bunch of parsley. I like to try to get some sort of herb, some sort of fresh herb in my salad every week. And then we have some bok choy, some lacinato kale, and tomatoes, beets, onion, red pepper, and broccoli sprouts. So what I'll do regularly is just switch these up. So what I mean more specifically is that if I have bok choy and lacinato kale this week, next week I'll make sure to have romaine lettuce and regular kale, or mustard greens or collard greens. So I'm constantly switching up my greens. I tend to always get the spring mix. I just love that it's pre-washed and it's super easy to just toss right in there after you chop it up, as opposed to having to wash everything separately like I'm about to do. I'll also mix up my sprouts and my different veggies, different types of tomatoes. I tend to use a red onion just because it has more antioxidants and phytochemicals than the lighter colored onions. And the beets, I just love the extra texture and flavor that they bring to the salad. I don't typically use these just because it's so hard to grate them. I'll also alternate the grains and the beans that I put on my salad during the day of, when I'm actually preparing them to eat, as opposed to storage. So let's get started. right, let's go ahead and chop these veggies. I also forgot you're gonna need a cutting board. Onions are a must on your salad. You always want to get some type of allium. So like garlic and green onions, red onions, yellow, Vidalia. It's important to get these raw in your diet daily. And if you want more information on that, Dr. Joel Furman has these recommendations in place for their anti-cancer fighting properties. And you want them as small as possible so they're easier to chew and liberate all those phytochemicals from the cell walls. Some people will wait to put on their tomatoes because they're such a wet vegetable. These, as well as cucumbers, can be difficult to include in your salad, but you can just add them afterwards. So like right before you eat them, instead of putting them in the batch cook salad. But I've never had a problem. I eat this salad within the next 6-7 days, and typically by the 6th day the salad is still pretty fresh, so I'm not too picky about that. I don't have a lot of time to be prepping my salad after I've already prepped my salad. I feel like that totally defeats the purpose. You want to make this as convenient as physically possible. So you want to be able to remove it from the fridge, dress it, and eat it. And I know it seems kind of daunting at first, but after you do it a few times, it just becomes a regular habit. Just like brushing your teeth or showering, you just batch prep your salads every week. And then everybody at work can be jealous about all your beautiful salads. You can also store these in separate containers so they're perfectly ready for you to just grab in the morning and take to work with you. But it's recommended to get at least 6 to 9 cups of greens every day, and really the only feasible chance you're going to do that is either smoothies or salads. And smoothies are great, especially when you're first transitioning to this diet, but after a while you're going to want to broaden your palette and your options and start incorporating more of those unpulverized foods into your diet. All right guys, these beets can get pretty messy, so you might want to invest in an apron or change your shirt before the next step. I also forgot to mention you might want to get a grater if you're going to be using beets on your salad. This is a fantastic way to get more beets into your diet. They taste completely different when grated and put on top of a salad than you'd have them any other way. But it is quite difficult to grate these, so you really want to, have the mindset ready. All right guys, here is our finished product. That is our lunch for the week. Now, a few things. Like I said, it's really important to alternate your greens and the rest of the veggies on your salad. You always want to be switching it up. The more plants you can incorporate into your diet, the more diversity you'll have in your microbiome, the more nutrition you're likely to obtain. You won't have to think about, did I get enough calcium? Did I get enough niacin, selenium, magnesium? All these are going to be in abundance when you are eating a bright, colorful salad every single week. I know it's a time constraint. I have typically done this in about an hour per week. Grocery shopping, also about an hour per week. And I mean, when you look at the grand scheme of things, that's really distributed evenly throughout the rest of the weekdays if you're going to
either skip the batching and just do the day-by-day preparation, or if you're going to do the once-a-week preparation. Batch cooking and batch prepping is going to lead you to success so much more likely than you would on waiting till the day of or waiting till the moment that you're hungry to make these meals. Because the truth is, we are creatures of habit, and we tend to maintain behaviors that require the least amount of effort. So making a ginormous salad every week can get daunting for some people, but it's so worth it. You just put it in a bowl, put your toppings on, your dressings, and you're done. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about what am I hungry for, or what am I gonna make, or what do I have in the fridge, or what ingredients can I put together. I don't have enough money for this, or maybe I only have enough money for these ingredients. That's never an issue when you're planning ahead this far. This is the #1 tip I give to everybody trying to incorporate more whole plant foods into their diet, especially when you're trying to lose weight or just get some additional nutrition into your body. I am nursing at the moment, so it's incredibly important for me to continue getting these nutrients. I also suffer from an autoimmune disease, so I have to be particularly careful about the amount of nutrition I'm getting into my body efficiently on a regular basis. Remember, you want about 6 to 9 cups of greens per day. So this is about 6 cups with the other vegetables incorporated in there. So this may look large to some, but this is very regular for people who eat a whole food plant-based diet. It's great because it's low calorie, it's high nutrient. You are supposed to ingest as much of these types of foods as possible, as opposed to some of the more highly caloric dense and less nutritive options. So thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys found something useful in this information, or maybe you can incorporate some of your own strategies. I would love to hear of any way to expedite this process. If you guys have tips on how I could improve my step-by-step process. Also, if you enjoyed this and you want to learn more, or you want to see more recipes, make sure you subscribe and like this video, because I would love other YouTube viewers to enjoy it as well. So see you next time with my beet hands.